Hey everybody, it is Thursday. It's from the barracks, and we're going to be doing our AAR that we should have done Tuesday, but some idiot decided to take out our cable box at the street that took out the entire neighborhood's box, which was absolutely fantastic. So we are waiting for a couple people to join us tonight. See if they actually get home from work to join us. But hey, if not, we go over to the AAR. It'll be kind of quick. For those of you that are looking for something to do, give me 1 second here. We have to mute that up there. Why is that working? Um, obviously this weekend we're going to be at New Breed Airsoft's event, uh, New Breed and Dead End Outfitters event, North vs South 4. You guys could go ahead and get your tickets right there. The tickets are still available for the event. That's going to be hosted in Ocala, Florida at. Sorry. Nothing beats. Come on. TikTok. For the love of God, just fucking get done. Trying to get everything set up. Oh, great. Log in to begin. All right. Anyways, so we're gonna be at North vs South. It's gonna be at Wayne's World of Paintball in Ocala, Florida, and it's about time that Farva decides to join me on here.
Well, somebody had to cover your shift at the fast stop, Dante.
Everybody, it's Mr. Beowulf here from Shadow Legion. Thank you for joining us tonight.
No problem.
Trying to get everything signed up. So
I cannot see the chat if there's anybody chatting.
Nobody has been chatting because it's not our regular night. Obviously,
okay.
Hello everybody for those of you that decided to join us. What the fuck? Well, I'm not going live on TikTok, so all right.
We had a minor dinner faux pas that I had to take care of real fast.
Oh, really? What happened?
We thought we had enough pot pies for everybody in the house, but one of my children decided not to eat it right away. So when I got home, the wife said, "Hey, anything left on the trays up for grabs?" Like, well, I'm hungry, so I'm about to solve that. Yeah, and then the little girl comes home and is very upset.
Well,
so I'm cooking her more food.
All right. Well, for some reason, TikTok did not send me the stuff that I needed. So joy to the world. Anyhow, I know Tuesday we couldn't do the stream on Tuesday, so some guy used his truck to use it as a battering ram against Comcast internet services. I don't know if that's the actual case. That's what I'm going with because he was very vindictive. To take out the internet service on Tuesday. That's why we didn't have the AAR then. But like I said, tomorrow I'll be heading up to Ocala for NVS4. Now, I have some bad news for you, sir.
What's that?
I'll only be there Saturday.
Wah, wah, wah.
Well, I think you saw the reason why, right?
Oh, what happened now? And by the way, as far as the truck through the Comcast box, just want everybody to know. I tried to tell him just to file a complaint, not to drop his truck through it. A little extreme. How you doing, Edward King?
Ow, freaking A. Here, let's just go ahead and share what. Hey, what's up, Edward? How you doing, brother? Yeah, so that happened today. That happened to my mom. Ooh. That's her car.
Now, is that bungee cord standard or?
I like some of the comments that were there. Oh my God, your your headlight turned into a green stake. Nope rope. Um, that was kind of amusing. But yeah, she's okay. She didn't get hurt, but the car didn't make it. So
You're not
uh,
going to make it.
it did not make it. So oh well, oh well. Uh, what the fuck? This is gonna be fun trying to figure that out. Um, she's fine. The only thing she did is she's mostly pissed off, and she's in. She's obviously a little bit frazzled and all that, but we already got the tire fixed, and I just got to get the front end fixed. And it was an AC company that hit her, so he got cited, not her. So fun stuff. This is actually the first meal I'm eating all day today because I've been running around nonstop. So you are going to be at Wayne's World. When are you getting in tomorrow?
I should be there. I'm guessing between 5 and 6.
All right, cool.
We're hauling the trailer down. One of my guys that's coming down around lunch is having to stop by Airsoft Junkies to pick up a flat of some items for Mr. Papa. So it's children's clothes, but no, I'm kidding.
No. I have a feeling it goes boom.
Yes.
I have a feeling it goes boom. So then we have a couple weeks off where you can sit back, relax, not have to worry about events. Although on April 6th, that weekend, Veterans for Airsoft is going to be having their event, their 6th annual charity game at Camp Liberty. So that's going to be fun. We won't be there for that, but then on April 20th through 22nd, I believe, or 19th through the 21st, is going to be Stonebreaker 10. That's hosted by Third Coast Airsoft. They're going to be we're going to be there for that event, and then the very next weekend after that is going to be our event, Syndicate 4. Now, people have been asking about the whole ticket situation and everything else. Tickets are selling out fast. Right now, we have 417 tickets sold. Tan's about 30 some odd tickets away. Green's about 40 some odd tickets away because we opened up the new level. So, guys, get your tickets. Come to the event. It's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. You guys get a chance to play at this AO for the first time in the Syndicate games and all that. Hell of a lot of fun. And let's get this going. All right. So,
you got a question here from Facebook user talking about transferring a ticket. Is that going to be for North versus South?
He's talking about, I'm pretty sure he's talking about our event for Syndicate. That. Yeah, for Syndicate. Just send me a message or send the Players Wanted Airsoft the message, and we'll go ahead and get it taken care of. So, shouldn't be a problem. All right. All right. So, let's jump into this a little bit. Because we're not going to be on very long tonight. We're probably only going to be on for maybe an hour because we're going to rock through this AAR, go over the stuff that we saw and all that, and then answer any questions we might have about any of our events. And then some of us are going to get to eating. So for those of you that don't know, Thunderdome, that event is at the Northgate Mall in Durham, North Carolina. It's... All right, so Steve's not going to be on either. Sorry about that. All right. So if you guys haven't been up there, it's a mall game. It's a lot of fun. It's interesting. So one of the biggest problems that we have with a mall game is lanes and bottlenecks and everything else. So Thunderdome 4 also is run by Operation Lion Claws, and we're going to focus on as many positives as we can about the event. There was obviously some stuff that happened that probably should be addressed for future games, which I'm pretty sure they're going to. Stop it. There we go. I know, it's like the whole waving. So let's jump in to talk about it. So if you guys haven't been to this mall, essentially, I'm going to go back to the wider view so you guys can see. There are the main. Let me see if I can pull up the map. How about that?
Yeah, Ed, appreciate you, big dog.
Let's see here. Blind claws.
Hello, other Facebook user.
What was the question that was asked by them?
Oh, this one said that they're sorry they can't make it.
All right, I'm just trying to pull up the map for this. I not finding it.
It's Steve Tom. That's what I'm talking about.
What's up, Steve Tom? How you doing?
Lord. It's so bright. Ugh. Oh, there we go.
Just trying to find the damn map.
Yeah, sorry I missed it, brother. I'm gonna get out there eventually. Yay, do schedule.
Let's try it this way. Nope, can't find it. So we're just gonna keep moving right along, going right through this. That's right. Can't wait for Syndicate 4. So the way the mall set up is it's essentially a weird shaped T, right? You got Sears up here, and let me see if I can do the Northgate Mall. Yeah, let me do.
Some weird shaped T.
Let's see. Can we find an image here for the map? Oh, we found one. All right. Got it. All right, here we go. It's not the actual event map, but it's all right. We'll deal. So let's go ahead and show this. Who the fuck is messaging me?
That's two.
I got it. No, it's fine because I'd rather do it this way. All right. Because the other one had way too much stuff on it anyhow. All right. So this is the Northgate Mall map. Here's you got the. This is actually the orientation that we had for our Warlord and all that. So one of the things to. There we go. To bear in mind is stop it. There we go. Is the way some of these things work. So one of our spawns were here, and the other spawn they're like right above where you have access into the tunnels, right? Yes, I am going to talk about the Nate incident because I'm going to play that video and show that stuff off because yeah, I don't appreciate that either. Both pretty much both CPs were in parallel for each other. Down this middle hall there was a plastic sheet or a visqueen that went the entire way, making a barrier between both sides of the mall. Now, from right over here all the way back, you had access for what they call the back tunnel. The back tunnel allowed you to access behind and get through to some of these other things to get around Sears and to go through. In this little triangle, you have a back access between the shops that you could go through. That access is right here, and along the back side, it also goes out to this side. There's one that goes right here, and there's one that runs right in between these two shades, going all the way down the line. So there's also several entrances into the tunnel. There's an exit that's right about that exits out here in this general area. I believe it's actually right there. Um, is one of the access points, and there's an access there. There's an access there. There's one that's those are, I think, the four entrances. Another one that exits to the outside. So one of the biggest issues when it comes down uh, to this area is um, there's some limitations about travel and traversing on this side right here of the field, the left side, and we ran into that. We ran into it head on. Um, there was some pre-deployments at Sears, and there was some for Tan greens on this side. Our pre-deployment was over here, greens on this side. So one of the problems that we ran into was when we were trying to run up to go around, the pre-deployments will beat us to the access points here. The wall stretching to the Y would help. I think though that the pre-deployments for green should have been here and tan over here, so we would have had full access to move around. Because a lot of these shops also have open walls that you can easily run through, and they're kind of big bays. So I do not play in the night game. I typically don't play in the night game. Um, a lot of I prefer to go through and have a good time on Saturday and Sunday. Um, yeah, the spawn swaps. So before going back to it, the spawn swaps that happened on Sunday to offset a lot of this was one DEA or that DEA Dan was here and Green was over here, and they had pre-deployments at their other locations.
What you need to do 20 minutes ago.
Got a lot of background noise there. It's picking up everything in the background.
Give me a second.
Wow, that blew my ears out. um, so when they swapped the spawns, there was a lot less there was a lot less anger, and there was a lot more flow to the actual floor plan, allowing both teams to move around quite a bit. There were some great firefights, and we're going to talk about some pretty awesome pretty awesome engagements that happened, especially right here. Uh, that happened with Steve Tom, myself, and Jeremy Blackburn, who was the TAN CO. So um, I wanted to go over and uh, made it easier to move barrels too. Uh, it did to go down. It opened up for us to be able to take stuff down. So there was a lot of cool and interesting things that happened on Sunday. I think that wall going all the way through was a good idea. I think if we had the spawns back where they were before, there'll be enough flow to go in. I mean, this is always going to be a bottleneck, but as long as this side can remain open and this side over here remain open, you have all these different pathways that you can go do to go down the line. That's just my personal opinion. Not really going to argue it too much with anybody. But one of the things, hell yeah, we do. It was really funny too because we turned around and I was like, if I think I turned to the rest of the people that were younger than us, and I said, if my fat, I was like, we got to push across right now. Like we can't get across. I was like, if my fat ass make it, you're all gonna follow, and you're like, yeah, and they didn't come. So let's start off about the start of the day Saturday because it brought up an issue that was there. So somebody made a claim that I had taken somebody's grenade and used it throughout the day and then returned it later on and it was all screwed up. Um, I went over and saw a guy's grenade on the ground. I went ahead and picked it up. I brought it over and handed it right to him. Now, perhaps they were misinformed. Maybe they thought it was later on in the day. But the only time that I ever touched anybody's grenade was here. And I just want to address it real quick because, sometimes when you go around saying stuff, you're making it, maybe you're inadvertently making it sound like that somebody did something wrong. But Make sure it just loads up here real quick. If not, I'll open up another video because this makes me not want to be helpful in the future when somebody's there, especially when it comes down to like Quake grenades. I know they're expensive. One of my buddies runs Quake grenades, that being Gabe and MK Airsoft. A lot of those guys do it, so I know how frustrating it could be for them to not get their. Oh, ow. I wonder if it's just my sound in my ear. That's so damn loud. All right.
What the?
All right, give me a second. I'm going to upload it to the site and allow it to go through. So, I wish all this was set. Give me 1 second here. It was still a fun time. It was a good time. I mean, I took 4 breaks throughout the Evos that I played, mostly because I was getting frustrated at stuff that I shouldn't have been getting frustrated at. So, or people that was there. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take a little break and cool off and come back with a more positive attitude. There were some great moments that happened. All right. What the hell?
Just get a bill or something?
No, it's giving me that stupid ass thing again where it says you need to have permission in order to share. And of course, the actual video itself is higher res than what's allowing me to upload. So, with the combination of those two things, I need to figure out a way to get it up here so we can go through. Medic Mark to the rescue. That was a great time. There were some really funny moments. There was one time I accidentally, um, uh, I accidentally hit one of the guys, one of the refs in the head with a grenade. It was an accident. Didn't intend for it to happen that way. All right. The fuck. I swear to God, I'm gonna get so mad about this. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Well, now it's my show. Well, does anybody have any questions about North versus South while Mark is distracted?
All right, let's try this again.
Never mind, he's back.
I'm just gonna.
Never mind, he's about to leave again.
I'm about to lose my shit. Is what I'm about to do.
Don't do that on the stream. If you need to like take a break and you like go cuss into a pillow or something and then come back.
Let me try sharing it this way. Share entire screen. Let's go. All right, let's see if this works. Can you all hear it? All right. Well, let's see if we can trick the system here. Share that, and it's not going to work. Ooh, wait. All else fails. To the internet we go. All right. Anyways, let's go back to talking about stuff. So I'll get this video up. Yeah, I know there's no sound for the video. Restream's being stupid again. So, Oh, thanks, stupid. I really do appreciate that. I don't already have enough stuff going on. By the way, it's her birthday today, so my lovely. Oh wait,
To
Grab my plate! Orange! Look around the pillar! There's an orange grenade! Orange grenade!
Whose orange grenade is that? Whose orange grenade is that?
Hands over there.
I'll go give it to him. Orange grenade? Orange grenade?
Yeah.
there it is, guys.
see what
The
you
video
get for
file.
being helpful.
I turned it over right then and there, and handed it off to the guy. And yeah, so I didn't take your grenade, throw it up and down stairs, or anything else. I handed it right off to you. So what I'd appreciate it in the future is that if something like that happens, like, look, somebody else might have taken your grenade at a different point in time and done stuff with it. The only time I ever held your grenade is when I handed it off to you. Please don't do that. I really appreciate not having problems with people going around and saying, "Oh, why are you taking somebody's grenade?" I was like, "I didn't take anybody's grenade. I helped somebody out." We shouldn't be having that stuff happen. And then after that, about I don't know, an hour later is when I got accused of taking this thing and throwing it up and down stairs and everything else. And I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about?" I wasn't particularly happy about it. So when I saw grenades and cores on the ground, I left them exactly where they were because I'm not touching them because I don't want to have to go through. So, speaking of grenades, I mentioned earlier that there was a funny moment when I hit a ref. Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I got the big kill. That's fucking it. Awesome.
Oops.
That deserved a slow clap.
That was great. I literally pulled the pin, popped it, and went to go throw it into the shitty guns. And that ref, I did not expect to be standing right in the line of fire between the two things. And I was like, wow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the
Unknown caller.
They can go right to voicemail. It was funny. I didn't mean to do it. Now, mind you, I stepped out and I went to apologize to the guy, and then I got shot right in the pee hole. Like right in the pee hole. I went down. It hurted a lot.
I don't know if that's good, adequate karma there or not. I mean,
Look, I didn't. Now it's a different story if I intended to hit the ref.
I didn't say you meant to, but still.
That was a funny moment. That video is too large. Okay, so there was another moment. That was just so that would most of that stuff was all first Evo. Oh shit, there's chat stuff going on. Yes. Hell no, I didn't tuck. Yeah, it wasn't just me. Now, one of the Kilo guys, he got zippered. When he got zippered, they were showing it off inside the bathroom. I was like, I don't need to go see his what looks like herpy dick now. Sorry, I don't need to see that. Not tonight. Not today. I'll pass. So there was definitely some funny moments with that. That went down. I mean, I literally got shot in the pee hole. It sucked. It hurt.
Bunch of dang penis punishers, I tell you what.
All right. Let me just see if I can add wow here. Oh, nope. Wrong thing to do. All right. Another funny moment was inside the basement. One of the few times I actually went to the basement was here. And I had some really good movement through the basement before they were able to effectively shut us down. I was able to flank behind something, but um,
Oh, please! Oh, right in the forehead.
um, so yeah, what's up, everybody? So that was funny. That guy was actually a really good sport. I didn't mean to obviously like dome him and turn him into Hinduism, but he had a nice big knot right in the center of his forehead. And there was some good interactions there. I will say that on a whole, I had a good time with a lot of stuff that was out there. There's a few people, I think you know who you are, that weren't calling hits the entire weekend, which caused a frustration. And I don't know if it's just this mall in general that does that, but there's been some issues, and it was probably one of the number one frustrations besides the spawns where they were located at, was the shrugging off hits, and it got the better of a lot of people throughout the day. Um,
Augie.
what's up, Augie? How you doing? Um, so I really don't want to hamper on that because there was a lot of awesome plays. There was a lot of awesome stuff that went down throughout the day. There was moments where there was massive pushes and everything else that happened, and there was also a spot where I really screwed up on, which is the start of the second Evo. I looked at my watch and I saw it was 2:10, and I could have made it to the pre-deployment spot to be ready, and we didn't make it. We didn't get out in time. So ultimately, the game started. There was only one dude from green at the pre-deployment spot. Now Tan was incredibly aggressive. The 4 Evos I was there, and Green did not get it hit as a whole. Didn't get super aggressive throughout the entire day. There was a lot of times when Green they had the opportunity to push in numbers and they didn't. Um, like I sort of alluded to it before when I was talking about how Steve and I ran across the thing, and it's like, let's go, let's go, let's go. But it wasn't just the two of us. I mean, Tan was aggressive; they were pushing hard, and you had a couple of groups like Dark Horse Six, Operation Kilo guys, myself, and there was a couple other guys that were there. Um, but the massive amount of problem was that you only have like 40 out of the however many we had there on green trying to push, and then people just weren't going. It's like move, 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 and they would then suddenly stop short. Like 3 guys would run, and the other 3 went to follow, and all of a sudden they stopped, and they stopped cold, and everybody else was running into them. So it's like there was one point where I actually had to push green out of my way and said, "Fucking move, get out of my way, so we can go." Um, so there was that. Like this was an honest, really great push, and I want to talk about it a little bit more after the video's over.
Push the hall, push the hall, push the hall.
So you heard me say push the hall, push the hall. I had 5 guys with me, and I knew we could flank around behind them. and they just didn't do it. They didn't move. They didn't go. So I did it by myself, and I took out a large amount of people. Um, yeah, yeah, exactly. Whoever, I think this is Steve Tom that said this, but a lot of green players didn't push all weekend. We had our asses handed to us by Tan. Had to yell for those people for not pushing and getting the F back. We definitely had this. We had this a lot. Um, to where like there was I had guys that were following me, but they weren't, they'd follow to a point and then they would stop and they wouldn't listen. You have people that are new to the AO and they have somebody that's been to all three Thunderdomes prior, who knows the layout. And it's like trying to tell these guys, I know this layout. They go, no, you don't. I was like, I've been here every single time. I know how to flank here. Follow me. I'd get them to follow in the basements and then it would stop. And trying to deal with one guy down the hall. It's like, he's all the way down there. Don't worry about him. Come on. He goes, we're going to get flanked. It's like, we got 20 guys behind us. We're not going to get flanked. Follow me. Let's go. And, when we finally got up top, I started with 20. By the time we got to the stops and stairs, go in there, there was only 5 people with us. And by the time they're all like, they're dealing with whatever that they're dealing with Tan, I turned around and went by myself because I knew that back flank was a great thing that if we could hold it, we could take it down. We could effectively cut them off and get rid of them. The other thing that Tam was very effective in was calling in any time that we were doing an airdrop to our pre-deployment area or airdrop area. The Tam would then shift immediately when they saw us walking towards that spot with the admin. They went ahead and they just started immediately going up and bunching up to make sure that we couldn't move and we couldn't enter into the majority of the area. So the airdrops would stop cold. Now we did make some efforts. We did make a lot of moves. We got as far as as far up on those sides as the pizza place. Hey, what's up, Misty? How you doing? So when we pushed up and we got when we got into those positions, we held them there for a long period of time. But then what always happens is our reinforcements are limited because we could only go to a certain point we couldn't go back to our airdrop location or respawn. We had to go all the way to the other side. So it was just an attrition game, and we were cut off from the main forces. We couldn't effectively push over. We couldn't get out. We couldn't get to that tunnel to stop the reinforcements of Tan from coming in to effectively cut off that path. If we would have been able to do it, then it probably would have been a different thing. But again, there was a lot of errors that we made on green, and most of it was aggression based, right? There was a lot of stuff that happened there. So one of the things that a couple of people complained about me on at play-wise was that I was always up front. I was always in the lead instead of being in the back. So I was like, okay, fair enough. I'm dying a lot because I'm leading and I'm getting out there all by myself. So for the third Evo on Saturday, I said, screw it. I'm just going to medic. And when I say I'm just going to medic, the only thing I did was bring medic cards. And that was it. No weapon, no nothing. And when I went out there, I was Johnny on the spot getting people up. I was running forward, grabbing people, pulling them back. I'm doing great. There was one point where we're back at the pizza place because I guess this was I was back at the pizza place. I was there with a bunch of guys, and I was just medicing, ripping a card when they got all 3 things. When they got hit twice and they're on the last bleed out, rip a card, get them back up. We held that spot for like 30 minutes. And finally, the pocket was closing. We're being pushed on 3 sides. So inside the pizza place, there was this back little room. One guy runs in there. I run behind him. I'm still getting him mediced up. They finally come in. They take him out, right? And then they don't push the room. They don't come for me. They don't hear anybody. I'm staying perfectly still, not moving, not turning lights on, not doing anything. So finally they get complacent. They turn away. I come out from behind and I just go up and I tap all 4 guys. And I go up by the front one. I'm like, hey, how you doing? He goes, fine. What do you need? And I was like, I'm not dead. Y'all never killed me. 3 of the 4 guys turned their lights off because they thought it was a good play. Now, at this point, I still haven't been shot yet. I walk over to one of the Kilo guys, and I rip a card up, and I say, "Turn off his lights." And I was like, "Shoot him, shoot him." He shoots the guy, and they both get shot, right? Kilo takes it, the other guy doesn't. So then I go to the next guy, and I was like, "Give me your gun, give me your gun." Then he finally shoots me. I was like, "There you go. Now I'm dead," because we're not going to be effective there. Um, and it was just really an awesome play. It was a hell of a lot of fun. It's all pitch black. You really can't see anything, um, because of just, it's where we were at in there. It was just an awesome time, and that's all I did the entire time was just run up and medic people the entire night, and then finally,
What's up, Misty?
so Sunday spawn swap, right? We move over to the spawn switch. Um, the pre-deployments for now where the spawns were, and the pre-deployments for that Evo were actually where the spawns used to be. So it was like nice little thing. So I started off there, run up, and we're fighting, and it was like a great mix because you actually could get into the tunnel, you get into the basement, go to the back alleyways. You had awesome firefights going on. You had across some shitty guns, back and forth firefights. It was great. So I run into Steve Tom, and it's like, we got to push across. We got these guys here. We're holding them down. We got to push. Now, at this point in time, I only have like 4 mags left. I have nothing left in my Odin. I am out of ammo. My camera died, so I'm out of battery. um, I'm getting out of gas, and it's like 10:30 in the morning, because we've been pushing so hard. So I turned to Steve Thomas like, "Let's go. We got to move across." And he goes, "Where do you want it?" I was like, "Throw that grenade. Let's go." And Steve goes, "Where are you going?" I was like, "I'm going right to the door between the two things, because that's where the alleyways." He goes, "All right, I'll go there with you." And I turned to everybody else. I was like, "Well, we make it." They're like, "We can't make it." I was like, "If us two assholes can make it, us two, my fat ass and his old ass can make it, you're gonna follow us, right?" And they're like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." So I book it. Steve's close behind me. We get into that cubby hole, and we're there. Steve gets hit. I medic him, get him medic, get him up, get him ready to go. And he goes, "What are we gonna do?" I was like, "Let's throw a grenade into the hall," because we have to open the door. They start shooting the hall. What's up, Wiener? So, uh,
Wiener.
and he pops the grenade, throws it in there, and then as soon as he opens the door, I get shot. And then here comes, well, I didn't get shot. He comes, Fat Ninja just comes running out. He shot me, I shot him, and then Steve Tom got hit, and then the grenade goes off, so Fat Ninja's dead, right? So all 3 of us are there. Great fucking play. Ninja's like, "Fuck this. If a grenade's going in there, I'm not going to die here. I'm going for you." Uh, you believe that crap? I got friendly fired after you revived me. So then um, they pull Wiener back. They pull Ninja back in. So now it's a Steve Tom and I. Another dude comes running across, medics me. I get up. Steve Tom's like, "I'm dead. I was like, "No, you're not. Here's a card. Get revved." So he gets revived. The guy revives me. The guy that revived me got hit, so I revived him. And Steve Tom's like, "We're gonna do this again." I was like, "Well, let's go." So we do the same thing again. I open the door. I get shot. Um, and then I turn to the guy that I got shot, and he goes and he's medicing me again, and the armband goes on, the light goes off. Steve Tom throws the grenade. Here comes Fat Ninja, and I'm like this. Fat Ninja comes running out again, shoots Steve Tom, and keeps going, and I'm like, shoots Steve Tom and shoots the other guy, but I'm left alive, and I was like, I'm still alive. So the people died inside. I kicked open the door. I see a guy at the end of the hall, shoot him, go around inside the other side, shoot him, run into the other building, call people to come over. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And they didn't fucking move. And then because they didn't move, ultimately a tan dude comes running up, shoots me. I'm now dead. If they just would have pushed across, we would have been able to take out the one guy that was there. It was so awesome, and it was fun, and it made the weekend. It's like those sorts of moments made the weekend, and that's why we airsoft. So that's pretty much the rundown of the event. So, like I said, the AAR is going to be short tonight. There was obviously some off moments. There was some other stuff that was going on throughout the AO that I've heard about that was really cool. Stuff that went down. Um, there was one moment where we had a huge mass of green that was trying to push like their barrel depot point in the last point. At the last part, I believe, of Evo, it was either at the end of Evo 1 or end of Evo 2. And if we would have gotten in there, we would have taken out all their points. I already mentioned New Breed and the NVS4. But don't worry, I'll get to that in about 5 minutes because we're going to end the stream. Yes, I did shoot Ige, and Ige shot me back. I shot Ige in the dump pouch, and he shot me in the shoulder. Dick. Yeah, the wrecking ball did not wreck anything. We literally dispersed and went up at some points. So, I mean, on a whole, I enjoyed the event. I really hope that the spawns stay how the spawns were on Sunday because I think they opened up the most flow and allowed for the most gameplay. Love you too, brother. Always love you. So that was like pretty much the whole flavor of the stuff that went down. I honestly wish it was still cartel versus DEA, but switching it up to the oil wars was also fun. The basements were a lovely shit show as always. And the grenades that came out, oh my god, are they loud? And did they make you feel it inside of your nuts? So Tagged's back, y'all, and that's pretty much the rundown from.
That's what you got.
What microphone are you using on your thing, Beowulf?
It's this. There's just a bunch of people talking in the house.
Well, I'm sorry that you weren't there. You missed it because I think you would have had a blast running around doing all the fun stuff that we were doing. So, but what we can talk about is what we're going to be doing this weekend with all the fun stuff since you are the CO of the North against Rattler's Rage. The CO is for the South for North versus South 4, located at Wayne's World of Paintball in Ocala, Florida. You guys, again, can get your tickets here at this place right. There we go. Took a second for it to pop up.
Yeah, this is a military versus civilian style gameplay. So the South is all your civilian clothing, and the North is all your green or tan camo.
That's going to be a little off-putting.
I think it's kind of a swap of what we did with Cannonball Run.
Yeah, I mean, it's always different because you're like, do I shoot tan or do I not shoot tan? I'm just going to shoot everybody.
Yeah, I know. We get conditioned to only look for tan or green, depending on what side you normally play for.
Yeah, I know, right? But it doesn't matter because I'm going to be on the military side, so it'll be fun. If you guys can get your tickets, it's a fun event. The field's kind of awesome. They have a lot of stuff in store. And I just love it when people text me.
You get to have a good time playing for me. Or Rage. Yeah. Either way, you're going to have a great time.
You're going to have a good time. A lot of hangouts, a lot of fun. And that's why we airsoft. Hopefully there's going to be a few more incidences like what we had at Thunderdome where people do awesome moves, run up and sit there and be able to laugh at their partners. What do you mean 3 days? Oh, the running gun tomorrow night, Saturday, and then Sunday. Gameplay. That's right, the running gun. I forgot about that. But definitely come out, guys. Check it out. They'll still be selling tickets at the door. Come have a good time. If you have a person that has never played airsoft before and you want to get them into it, they're sort of interested, this is actually a good event to do it at. If you have buddies that want to do events, they haven't done events before, mostly because they don't feel like they have the right gear, this is a great event to do it at because you have civilian clothing. Any event that allows civilian clothing is really going to be good for those guys because they just they can feel like they're a part of a group. It was great meeting you too, Loon. What were we going to say?
Oh, I was just going to say it's a great way for people to dip their toe into a mill sim if you've never played it before. So, kind of a chill sim, I think, is Papa and Wiener's term for it. It's a good way to get in and have a good time. Or if you're, a hardcore mill sim player but want to have just a fun mill sim event.
They have a lot of stuff in store for the players this week.
Oh, for sure. It's detailed, but the atmosphere is a little bit different.
I love it when people said, "What are you going to be doing?" I was like, "I don't know, chaos." See, Beowulf just likes to unleash me.
Phrasing.
I'm not going to have a GIMP costume on.
Thank you.
We're not civilians. So,
what if you got a camouflage one?
When do you get to grow that beard back?
Hopefully after the first of the year, depending on what kind of assignments I may end up with in between now and then.
So, this is actually is a great thing. A great thing there. Yes, it is a bitch. There's one reason why people ask, why don't you allow multicam green at your events? It's because of that in itself. Multicam is a distinctive pattern that you should be able to see in low light or not. So if you're looking at the pattern, you see it, they can't turn around and say, "Oh, I'm green" or "I'm tan." They're tan. That's it. They're tan. So yeah, it is a pain in the ass.
More like 80s, like early 80s.
But on a whole, this is some of the reasons why we play Airsoft. We have a good time. We have a blast. It was a good time hanging out with all the boys and all that. Hanging out, having a good time. Even though, I was saying it this way, that my sinuses were sexually assaulted by the plants, and they gave me an STD in my sinuses.
Well, pollen basically is plant jizz.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You got bukkakeed by the planet.
Oh yes, no, by the plants, not by the planet. The plants. But it was funny because when I checked into my hotel, the first room, the AC was broken to where it only go full blast cold. Right? Okay, not necessarily a problem unless within 15 minutes your room goes from say 72 to 65 and it's getting colder. So what's the offset on that? Turn on the heat because it's a separate system. So during the day, I tried this at 9:00 at night, and I was up at 1 a.m. saying, "Nope, this isn't working," because it dried out the room bad, and it was like you have the heat. And so I go down to the front desk. I was like, "Hey, look, I need you to switch rooms." And they go, "Why?" I was like, "Well, I have to have the heat on and the AC on at the same time to make sure the room doesn't get too cold because your AC is busted." And they go, he goes. He goes, "Oh, I can't do it until the morning." I was like, "You really want me to have both on?" He goes, "What?" I was like, "Both your heat and your AC are on full blast in my room to offset to keep the room." "Oh, let me switch you to another room." I was like, "Yeah, how about you do that?" Can we use a drum mag in prison for SMG? No, you cannot. It's in the rules. No drum mags for SMGs. And Augie, you know better. We do not allow DT tours because you're shooting somebody twice, and if somebody has a fast trigger finger, it simulates full auto. That's been the way since Syndicate 1, when that guy brought out the DT4 and he was just lasing people. Great questions, though. All right. We got about 4 minutes left before I want to go. Hey, look, the gremlin makes an appearance. You lifted it up, and it's like la 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 la.
Yep. Yep. Terrible
So,
small dog breath.
all right, guys. So Tuesday we will have our same regularly scheduled show, as long as somebody doesn't take out the damn cable box again. So we'll be doing the AAR for North vs South 4, and we'll be going over some of the stuff that's coming up. Can we shoot the helicopters at Syndicate? First off, I'm not going to have any helicopters at Syndicate. So if you start shooting helicopters at Syndicate, that's a big no-no. Yes, the map is out for Syndicate. The map is on the Discord page, and I believe it's also been uploaded to the actual page as well. And every hobby I've been in, I'm historically the reason for half the rules. So yeah. Well, it's not just you. I mean, I've always said airsofters are idiots, and every event that I go to, there's at least one or two new rules that get added on. Like,
we mean that in a nice way.
No wiffle grenades for our events. It's not a war crime the first time, except if you know better. Can you shoot Nikolai with glitter bombs? Hell the fuck no.
What about in the pee hole?
No.
I mean, that's a cracked shot.
No, it hurts. No. Let me just double check to see if it got uploaded to. I'm pretty sure it got uploaded to the page. I'm pretty sure it got uploaded to the page. Evidently, it did not get uploaded to the page. Also, another pro tip: if you're coming to one of my events and or like coming to the page and you're posting stuff and you're posting an event the same weekend as one of my events, don't be shocked if your thing gets deleted, because common fucking sense. You know, I'm a potty mouth tonight.
Yeah, we're already demonetized.
Demonetized. All right.
Gonna have the Thursday show be called the Never Monetized.
Yeah. You know, I don't even think I turned on monetization for this one.
That was probably wise.
All right, let's see here. Players wanted. I'm posting it up there right now for the event, so. Open. There we go. It has been updated. What'd you just DM to me? I went ahead and posted on the main page because I thought it was supposed to be up there. And it wasn't up there, so I made sure to put it up there, the map for the event. We renamed the settings, so it's like Alpha has 4, Bravo has 4, Charlie has 4, Delta has 2, SM. So if you guys have any questions about where anything is, obviously go ahead and help out. The AAs will be switching sides each Evo. So that's going to be a thing. Each side you guys are going to switch over, so you guys have equal play of the field. So not one side can say they have advantage of the other. What? It looks like you're about to say something. Oh. There's going to be an event coming on by New Breed Airsoft October 25th and 26th.
It's called Operation Dang Kids Always Whacking Off in My Tool Shed.
All right, guys. We're a little bit over the hour, but we're going to go ahead and start wrapping this up here. So obviously this weekend we're going to be up in Ocala at Wayne's World of Paintball for New Breed Airsofts and Dead End Outfitters North vs South 4. The next 2 weekends we're off. There will be an event that we're not going to, but we figured we want to shout it out anyway, which is Veterans for Airsoft 6th annual charity game at Camp Liberty on April 6th. Go ahead and check that out. We'll then have another week or so off, and then we go into the 19th through the 22nd. And the 21st is Stonebreaker 10. That's going to be at GTI Government Training Institute in Barnwell, South Carolina. That place is a place to experience at least once in your airsoft career. It'll be a good time. And for those of you that were just listening, I used air quotes there. And then right after that, of course, is Syndicate 4, going to be at Warwick, New York, at a brand new AO. You can get those tickets at playerswanted.airsoft.com. Tan is quickly, green is sold out. Tan is quickly selling out. So I would definitely update it. And I see like one of your gremlins is trying to like sneak.
And she's always trying to make a special guest appearance in the background. Right now, she's walking around the house with a walkie-talkie, talking to the neighbor kid, practicing her RTO role for later. Yeah, it's called spam. I don't want to talk to spam.
So all these events are going to be a great time, and we have some more stuff that's going to be coming up in June 7th, 5th through the 7th. The weekend of June 7th, I believe it is going to be Geigerlands 3. That was also going to be at Warwick. So there's a lot of cool stuff coming up. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'm Joker with Players Wanted. With me is Justin. He'll give you some shiny bracelets, Beowulf West, if you really piss him off.
The master of mustaches.
Otherwise known as Farva.
Okay, Dante.
With that being said, we want to thank you for coming on tonight. I know it's not our normal night. Until next time, may your BBs fly true and your opponents always call your hits. Good night.